Hello and welcome to Composer Talks with White Bear PR. And today we have a very special talk. We have a fashion talk. And for that, I welcome Samantha Rei in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hello, Samantha.
Hello.
And also Chandler Poling here in Los Angeles.
Hello, hello.
A few words about Samantha. In 2000, Sam launched her career in fashion under the label of Blasphemina Closet, one of the first Lolita clothing lines in the United States. 13 years later, she relaunched her brand under her name Samantha Rei and focuses on couture and one-of-a-kind pieces in women's fashion. In 2017, she appeared as a contestant on Project Runway, where she was launched into the spotlight for her creative designs and structure. She currently runs her studio, creating new fashion lines and custom orders in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we talked about women's fashion, but she also, of course, does men's fashion. Remember, Chandler, a few years ago, we did this bourbon nights at our house with bow tie and teaching composers how to tie a bow tie. And I still have some of Sam's amazing bow ties here, and she from time to time sends us bow ties and colorful scarves and handkerchiefs, and I'm very thankful for that. I always get tons of compliments on the red carpet for your work. Thank you so much. And I just said colorful, so let's talk about color first.
Sure.
I go on a red carpet, I see all the publicists wearing black or blue or gray, and then the talent arrives in gray or black. What do you guys think about color?
I mean, personally, just as a fashion designer, I've seen that men are just sometimes scared because previous generations have kind of taught them to just be somber, and being outlandish draws undue attention. But now when I see people trying to take little fashion risks with color, it's so memorable. And I want to see more of it. I think it's beautiful.
Yes, I also love color. You can't quite tell because of the zoom camera, but this is green, like a forest green jacket that I'm wearing.
Oh, it looks
yeah,
blue.
it looks blue or black in this zoom camera. But yeah, I love color. I also love, I love black and gray. I think it's very classic and very, very clean, but I am a big fan of color, and I always like to at least, have a pop of color. If I'm wearing black, I like to see a little bit of pop in color. But of course, when I see somebody on a red carpet or at an event that is wearing something amazingly colorful, I immediately go up to them and be like, where did you get this? This is amazing. So I think you really stand out. And one composer that comes to mind, of course, is Ludwig Göransson, who wears incredible colors when he goes out to award shows and red carpets, like periwinkle and really, really bold kind of pastels. It's really, really, I think it's incredible.
And of course, for me, also Daniel Pemberton, who I love his outfits. Every time I see him, it's rich colors, it's fun, and it's his personality. And that's something I would like to talk about with you guys. So you're a composer, you're an artist, a musician, and you have to, you have your gigs, you go to a red carpet, you have a premiere, you have a panel. You're a t-shirt and jean kind of guy, or even also women composers that might dress relaxed at the studio. How do you dress up to the occasion but still be authentic with who you are as an artist? How do you find that first? I know, Chandler, you often go shopping with clients also. So what's the first step to kind of find to stay true to themselves?
Well, if they are more of a simple kind of person in the way that they don't want to wear loud prints, they don't want to wear loud colors, they just want to kind of blend in because they don't like to stand out. My first goal when I take clients shopping is to make sure that we find items that fit great. One, I think it has to fit on the body really nicely, and that is premium quality, like the fabrics and everything. That does not look cheap. And so really, you know, if we stick in navy and black and gray and whatever, I want to make sure that if we're going to go in that world, it's just the best looking of that kind of palette.
Sam,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think the same. It's really easy to kind of figure out like a uniform if you figure out kind of your look. A lot of times I'll have a client go to a store that they wouldn't normally go to with kind of dressy clothes and just touch the things that they're drawn to, kind of figure out what it is that they like about it, and then just make that your uniform. Like, do you like wearing a jacket but not a vest? Do you like wearing a vest but not a jacket? Do you like a bow tie but not a necktie? Like, and just kind of center your dress up wardrobe around those things and just kind of cycle through them. Also, if you're kind of a comfy person, find comfier alternatives for them. If you do a lot of stuff in the summer and you don't necessarily want to wear just like a full suit, get a summer jacket, summer weight jacket. It's a lot more comfortable. A lot of people who aren't used to dressing up don't know that different jackets come in weights. If you don't want to wear like fancy shoes, you like a tennis shoe or something like that, get an opera slipper, get a driving slipper. It's easy, no socks, who cares? Just throw it on. It's easy and comfy, but you look good.
So it seems you've been talking about there is a few kind of essentials that you work around. Can you both say what would be your 5 essentials that you would recommend as far as clothing that you can build upon?
For men, I would say like one really well-fitting basic jacket in like a neutral color, like a black or a gray. A handful of really solid, interesting ties that are kind of your key signature, and obviously, a button-down shirt. Honestly, like I know my husband, he runs really hot, so if he knows he's not going to take his jacket off, he'll sometimes sneak a short sleeve shirt under there. So like a long sleeve and a short sleeve, because then you can dress it up or dress it down. And then for women, just a really nice blouse. Don't be scared of nylons, because you can wear a nylon as a trouser sock. People won't know it's a trouser sock. A nice pair of fitted pants if you're a pants wearer. I have not worn pants in almost 6 years. So a couple of really key dresses, a really nice cocktail dress, a really nice super fancy dress, and then a couple of really versatile day dresses, and make sure they all have pockets.
And let's see, my top 5, I'm just going to go off of what I use all the time because, I travel a lot to film festivals, to premieres, in various cities around the world. So I always bring a black suit because a black suit will always go no matter where you are. I always bring a white dress shirt. I always bring a great pair of black dress shoes. Whether these, I do not have the normal Oxford lace-up shoes. I actually have kind of pointy toe slip-on shoes that I wear primarily, and because it goes with everything, but it's a bit more different and more of a statement than just a traditional tied-up black shoe. And let's see, how many is that? Suit, shirt, shoes. I definitely recommend, of course, a statement tie or bow tie or something classy. I mean, I'm not wearing a tie right now. A lot of people in our industry do not wear ties. Thomas is wearing a little what do you call that?
Here.
Caveat, caravat.
It's so cute.
I can't remember the name of that. But yeah, caravat. What is it?
Close. Cravat.
Okay, anyways. So yeah, I really just think when it comes down to the basics, I think it's really, really important to make sure you have those staples in your wardrobe because, and the reason why I say black, even though it's very, very common, it's something that you can wear to a wedding, a funeral, an award show, a red carpet. Like you should have a black suit in your closet no matter what, and it should fit great and be of quality material.
And if you want some color, you wear a black suit and have some color here, or get like a little flower, or some little.
Yeah,
little
we can definitely talk about accessories.
Accessory. Let's talk about accessories.
For sure. I mean, I'm really glad. First of all, I've known Samantha for like my whole life, but one of the things that a lot of composers and people in our industry come up and talk to me about is they love the accessories I wear, and she actually makes a lot of the accessories. So whether it's a bow tie that is you know, a bit more colorful or whatnot, or she's made me a few opera scarves that I'll wear over a blazer, which stand out. Pocket squares, of course, are a great accessory. And then, as Thomas said, lapel pins, whether it's a flower or some sort of statement on your lapel. I love all of these things. I think they're all really great accessories that you could take a black suit or a black blazer and really make it your own.
What about women's accessories, Samantha?
So I love an accessory. I absolutely love costume jewelry. I love a statement piece. I know that it's really ostentatious and a lot of people kind of like fine jewelry. Really the only fine jewelry I wear is my wedding ring, which I forgot to put on today, but my tan line will let you know that I have it. And then a necklace my husband gave me like 15 years ago. But for the most part, I like a statement piece, like something people know me for my statement jewelry. It's usually a necklace. Sometimes it's a brooch. I wear a lot of enamel pins, and enamel pins are very in the last few years. And you even see them on red carpets, which I think is really fun. A lot of indie artists find a way to kind of make a business out of these enamel pins, and they're really statement. You can take them that and like a fake flower and put it on your hat. And hats have been really in for women the last few years too. And watches are coming back. I know that people use smartwatches, but like regular watches are kind of coming back in that retro kind of swatch way. And then obviously purses. I'm of the mind that you should only carry a purse if you want to, not because you have to. I'm going to say again, dresses with pockets. But a purse is a really fun way to express yourself. There are a lot of really interesting purses.
Awesome. I just want to add that for me, accessories, I always want to make sure they're meaningful to me, that it's something I can relate to, a story that goes with it. And I don't wait until I need accessories. I buy them as I often go to thrift stores or secondhand stores, and I find like old little gadgets and stuff. And then sometimes I even make like a little pin out of it, or for Christmas, I would get like Christmas decorations. So you also can be creative and make sure there's a story behind it, because that I think ties in with individuality and authenticity also. I want to talk about some no-nos. I know Chandler has some no-nos when it comes to being on a concert stage or on a red carpet. So maybe you both want to give me your 3 fashion no-nos for red carpets, for panels, for being on stage.
Sure. Yeah, I can go first. So my fashion don'ts is do not wear gym shoes to any sort of event. Gym shoes, exercise shoes. I'm not talking about like sneakers that could be quite fashionable. I'm talking about your Asics that you've been running in and walking around in for years that are dirty that you wear to an event. I would highly encourage that you do not wear gym shoes to any formal occasion. Actually, you should just only wear them to the gym. The other thing I don't like to see, and I think it's a big no-no, is untucked dress shirts with ties. There's a way to be untucked, but I feel like if you're going to go all the way up and have a tie, don't untuck the shirt, because it creates this really weird juxtaposition that I don't think works. It looks good on anybody. It's like, if you're going to go all the way up, tuck it in, make it a nice sharp look. If you're going to be unbuttoned, like I'm my shirt's untucked, I have no tie, that's a whole look in its own self, but don't mix the two. And I guess my third item, or for third, do not fashion faux pas thing is, I don't like brown belts on black pants. Please don't. Or brown shoes with black dress slacks. Just that's my 3.
Okay, so I would say the first and foremost faux pas would be not looking at the dress code beforehand. Most of those types of events have a very strict dress code and what is or is not allowed, look at it first. You all have access to it. If you're not allowed to wear XYZ kind of jacket or dress, you can access that beforehand. So first faux pas, not reading the dress code. Visible bra straps, no one should see your underwear. If you need to, so the dress I'm wearing right now, I don't know if I can, there are these little tabs on the inside and they've got a little snap on them. If you, like me, are a bustier person and need to wear a bra, you can get those tabs put into a dress and they can keep your bra strap from showing. And then kind of along the same lines as yours, the brown and, brown belt, black, a belt clashing with the shoes is very frustrating to me. If you're wearing a black belt, don't wear brown shoes. That's something that if you're gonna wear a different color than your belt, maybe a different color of brown or blue, but like black and brown, it looks like you are wearing your first suit to homecoming.
Completely agree.
I just want to say also just something, a practical tip. Sometimes a dress or a suit looks great in front of the mirror, but when you kind of look at it, frame what a photo would look like, the neckline might not be as flattering or the shirt might not look as good. So I always like to also kind of see what the frame up here looks like and not just, especially with necklines, I often feel you have to be very careful how it looks when photographed. It looks very different than when you just wear it.
Can I add something too?
Yes, please.
Not necessarily a faux pas, but a lot of people don't realize they can get almost anything tailored. So even if it looks close in the dressing room or cute in your bedroom, don't be afraid to take it to a tailor because their job is to make it fit you perfectly.
Yeah, we do that a lot where, I would get stuff at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, or, I get something on ASOS and it's on sale, but it might be a size up. And then it's $8, $10 at the tailor and I make it fit. Or, sometimes you lose or gain weight. Again, you go to the tailor, you don't have to throw it out. So without mentioning too many shops, but, fashion doesn't need to cost a fortune, and I think Chandler and I we are good examples of that. We buy a lot on sale or at cheap online stores, and it really looks amazing. Like this jacket that I'm wearing, sparkly, looks very expensive, $39. So can you give some tips where to go to shop?
Yeah, I can start, sure. So where I get a lot of men's clothing is from, well, if you're in Palm Springs in the Los Angeles, California, go to a place called Steinmart. It's got a lot of great stuff, really, really beautiful, like, Palm Springy colors in jackets and really interesting items, great accessories. But of course, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, Dress for Less, all of these places, you can find great accessories and great little pieces. Thomas mentioned ASOS, which is ASOS.com. That is an international website where you can get a lot of great deals. I also used to go to a website called Jack Threads. That will also provide some great items as well. So I would definitely recommend to experiment, go outside of your comfort zone, maybe look around online, and yeah, just go wild.
Samantha, do you have some suggestions for women couture?
I do. So this dress that I'm wearing today, I just got this. It's the first time I've ever gotten a custom thing from like a mass-produced place. But I've been hearing from my friends who are also plus size, or friends of mine who are very tall, that eShakti is a good place to get clothing. ESHAKTI. They have a small upcharge for custom sizing or modifying it. But this dress, I really liked it, but it had a long sleeve, and I love, no matter how big I get, my arms are always kind of awesome. So I wanted to like show off my arms. And I wanted a flat collar. So that was an upcharge of like $20 for them to completely alter the dress. And I got, I think, 6 dresses for just under $500. Custom sized for me. So I really like eShakti. I love unique vintage. If you kind of like I guess like a retro feel to your clothes, but they also have like normal clothes. It's just that they have a really wide size range, and they have dress up and dress down, which is great. Dresses, pants, sweaters, really cute, versatile. And then there's a company that I love in England called Collectif. COLLI, no, collect, instead of a VIE, it's with an F at the end. And they've got a really, really wide size range with high quality and very affordable, super cute. And lastly, for again, wide size range, but great for red carpet, Tadashi Shoji. He has dressed some of the cutest plus size red carpet people. He did a really beautiful dress for Octavia Spencer. And he knows, like, that company knows how to fit everybody from a 00 to a 4X.
Awesome.
I forgot
Thanks for
to
the
say
suggestions. Yeah.
on suiting, because what a lot of my suggestions was mostly casual clothes or accessories, but on suiting, Express and Zara, I think, are great choices for getting suits.
Very
Oh,
much
and can I
so,
add one for men? So one of my favorites for men is a brand you can get at Macy's or any of those kind of smaller men's retailers, but Talia Orange. They do, it's not a ripoff of designer stuff, but they're like, well, I was inspired by this thing, so I made this other thing that's not quite a direct ripoff, and they love a pattern clash. And you guys know how much I love a pattern clash.
And so do I.
Yes. Well, and we would be remiss to say that you can get custom clothes by Samantha Rei and her men's line, Marching Achilles, as well. So, you know,
And we'll
get
have
your
the
bow
links
ties
in
and everything.
our YouTube description. So
Yes.
look it up.
We'll even make matching masks.
Well, and Joseph Trapanese is a client of yours. I know he's ordered some bow ties and whatnot for you.
He's so darling, and he looks so good in them.
And I was just going to say, because we mentioned Ludwig and Dan, but going on a red carpet with Joe Trapanese, he is always dapper and looks really sharp. And we should also mention some women composers who are amazing on the carpet with color. Laura Karpman is always stunning in her choices. Tamar Kali, I remember doing the Mudbound premiere at EFI. She looked amazing every time she goes out. She is really, her dresses are fantastic. And this year, Hildur Gunnardóttir, her Grammy dress, the BAFTA, I mean, she really had amazing choices. And granted, once you are nominated for an Academy Award, you can work with almost any designer to get your dress. Before we finish, I just want to know, what is your favorite outfit piece that you love, that you would like wear until it falls apart?
Well, I will say my favorite piece of clothing, so to speak, is these slip-on shoes I was saying earlier. They're loafers. They're by Kenneth Cole. They're black. I wear them all the time. I've worn them for so many years, and they're still in great shape. And I have to say that, like, what am I trying to say? I stand on my feet so much in my job. I'm constantly socializing, constantly networking on a red carpet, and without comfortable shoes, the job could be horrible. So I highly recommend investing in a great pair of shoes.
Sam?
I'm surprised we didn't talk about shoes, honestly, because you guys know I love a shoe. I have a part-time job at Fluvog because I love shoes so much, so I probably have 50 pairs of Fluvogs.
Wow.
So my one is actually 2. So I'm a jerk and I'm sorry, but my favorite is this pair of steel-toed boots that are my Patriarch stompers. I love them so much I got a second pair. And this collaborative piece between Fluvog and Anna Sui, this sole is rubber. It's like walking on a cloud, and I want to wear them every day, and they match my hair because I buy shoes that match my hair.
What about you,
Shoes are
Thomas?
one of
What's
those
your
things where
favorite?
Well, I was just thinking if I have to find shoes that match my hair, I will soon only have gray shoes.
Put a streak in.
Totally. For me, also, shoes are very important. I have a million sneakers, quite honestly, because I like comfy shoes, and like in every color, you can combine them. I'm lately into oversized t-shirts, and I think they are comfy. It's not so much red carpet, but that's my comfortable go-to thing. Different colors. I love colors. And going to events, I just love patterns and colorful jackets. So there is a jacket I bought in Vienna that is like plaid, purple and blue, and I just love colors. Makes me feel, spring, summer colors. So thank you so much for this fashion talk. Sam, thank you for taking the time, and anyone that wants to learn more about Sam or order some of her stuff, we'll have her URLs in the YouTube description down below. And to many more red carpets and events soon.
Yay!
Bye, thanks. Bye.
Bye.